Hey, Coach, so happy you found us on YouTube. Let me know if you have any questions, first of all. Comments down below, subscribe up above. I'm here to help. If you're looking for greater detail, make sure you check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. You'll either find a link up above or down below in the show notes, 14-day free trial. Tons of resources, one-on-one calls with me, office hours, you name it, it's there. Go check it out. Enjoy the video. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Coach Unplugged, episode 221. Wow. Hope you had a great Halloween yesterday. Got a lot of candy. Got spooked. But before we get started, I want to make sure I thank our sponsors over at Dr. Dish. We own two shooting machines. I think they are the most innovative machine out there. They're not only versatile, they're durable. They will get you the shots. They will get you the workouts you need. Go over and check them out. Like I said, we've owned two of them. I can't say more about how much how much they have helped us win and how appreciative we are of them sponsoring this podcast. That's the first thing. If you mention Coach Unplugged, they will give you $300 off your next purchase. So make sure you do that. We would also love if you went over and left a review. We're thinking of broadening our scope here on basketball and podcasts and things like that. But these reviews sure do help a lot. So if you go over and help us out, we would appreciate that. And then the last thing is make sure you go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. It's one-on-one calls, it's office hours, it's videos, it's resources, it's everything you need to be a youth coach all the way up to a college coach or high school coach. Go over and check it out. 14-day free trial for the time being. And prices are going up. They might have already gone up, but what I will do right now, if prices have gone up, because I think they're going to go up this week, I will give you a special discount. We'll call it NOV20, N-O-V, the number 20. So for November, 20% off, but that's only going to last for a couple of days, probably till the weekend. So NOV20, the number 20, all one, no capitals in there. So short for November, no 20, and we'll get you 20% off. So if you're thinking about getting in, can't imagine a better time to do it. All right. So if you hear some rustling, it's because it's that time of year, and I've got some notes. So be patient with me if you hear that. But we're going to talk about 7 ways to lose a game, both from you and a player. And I think you always got to look at ways that you can become a better coach. And put your kids not in a situation that they're going to lose. So the first thing is, I think you got to make sure the number one way is your kids don't play hard. So I think before all else, you got to establish a community, an expectation of every player playing hard all the time. That has to be your identity. And then you have to define what that is. What is that? Is that coming early? Is that getting in the weight room? Is that getting on the floor when there's a loose ball? If you don't play hard, you will lose. So how can you identify and how can you broaden that for your specific players and your team and your level? Next thing is don't play smart. I always say the smart take from the strong, which is true. Do we know clock? Do we know those things? You must have a basketball IQ. But kids necessarily maybe have it playing 2K or whatever they play on their computers or their phones or whatever. But you have to say that how can we get them to attack? How can we get them to be effective at knowing the game, taking notes, watching film, doing all the things that are necessary to be a successful player? So I think it falls on you as a coach. It also falls on the players to become a player or understand how the game works. So that's the second thing. Third thing is you got to get them to be a cohesive group. I just went to a lecture that said that you have to do at least 3 things. The magic number is a minimum of 3 things outside of basketball if you want teams to come together, if you want them to be a cohesive group. There's been studies, I guess, but it's a minimum of 3. So it can be team dinners, it could be going playing laser tag, it could be community service. You have to do something. So, again, going back to those keys, you want them to get to play together, play smart, play hard. In any order, those 3 things have to happen if you want your team to not lose a game. We'll get into some other specifics as far as you as a coach, but you have to expect those 3 things from your players. I'll put all this stuff in the show notes too down below if you want to catch it. Also, make sure you go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. 14-day free trial. Most of you have started. I just talked to a coach from North Dakota, North Dakota, that they don't start till the end of November. But I know most of you have started the beginning of November. So just make sure you go over and check it out. And again, discount code I told you at the beginning, but go over and check that out. All right, number 4 is a good way to lose a game is don't have a delay game, which means you don't understand clock management the last 3 minutes. You haven't prepared your kids to be up 10 with 2 minutes to go. They don't know what to do, and they're playing like it's the first 2 minutes. So I think as a coach, you have to have some sort of delay game. You have to have, and I'm not saying you have to pull the ball out and take 7 minutes off, because you might have a shot clock in your school or where you're playing. But you have to have some sort of delay, quote unquote, air quotes there, delay game in which you can kind of, you know how you're going to effectively use the last 2 minutes. You know what kind of offense, you know what kind of shots are acceptable and aren't acceptable. So I think that's number 4 is you don't have a delay game. Next thing is you don't have a delay game defense. All right. So there'll be times that you're going to be losing and the opponent's going to be running a delay game. How are you going to get back in this game? How are you effectively going to, they spread it out, they go to the old North Carolina, they're delaying it on you. How are you going to get back? Do you have a trapping defense? Do you have a foul call? How are you going to come back from that specific game in which you're down? So I think that's really important as a coach to not only to have the delay game in, but to have the delay game defense in. I think both of those are important. Number 6 is you got to have a comeback strategy. You're down 15. I mean, I can tell you I've been down 10, 15, and with 10 minutes to go, and we've won the games because we have a comeback game. It's similar to in football, the 2-minute drill. You have to have the same kind of premise. You have to have a comeback game for your kids that can effectively attack them, effectively, we're down. How are we going to come back? We're going to trap, we're going to foul. So you got to have some sort of comeback game. And the 7th thing is, and I learned this the hard way. I learned this after losing some state titles. This is a simple game. Kiss it. Keep it simple, stupid. You have to make this game simple for your players. If you don't want to lose games, it doesn't matter what you know as a coach. It doesn't matter all the quick hitters and out of bounds plays and things that you might know. Your kids don't know them. So simplicity, simplicity, simplicity. It's the rule of 3. It's kind of my premise this year with my team. It's the premise with teachhoops.com. You want to keep things simple. You do. If you want your kids to be effective leaders and to win basketball games, you have to keep it simple. So let's go through those 7 again. 7 ways to lose a game is kids don't play hard. They don't play smart. They don't play together. They don't have a delay game to take time off the clock. They don't have a delay game defense. They have no comeback game, and the game is too complicated for them. If you eliminate 5 of those 7, you're in pretty good shape. But if you can eliminate all of them, I don't think you'll lose many games, Coach. So please subscribe and like. Go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. 14-day free trial. We'll put a link down in the show notes. And wow, it's November 1st, 2018. Have a great week, Coach.
Hey, Coach, I hope you enjoyed that. If you're looking for more resources just like that, check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. If you're looking for a mentor, if you're looking for solutions to your problems, check it out up above, 14-day free trial.